Hello, welcome everyone. I'm RxOliver. These are my friends, and we are back playing Fallout Shadow of the Bull. It's been a while, but we are back for session 4. I am here with the amazing Martin, Birdie, Chris, and our overseer David, who I will hand it over
Hey
to
there.
right now. David, it's all yours, my
All
friend.
right. So it's been a while, but we're back here at the moment with the 4th episode of Shadow of the Bull, Into the Vulture's Nest. And you might not remember everything, but I sure remember everything that happened. So let's go ahead and start right with it. It has been a while, right? I am most pleased that you have returned to me, because my story was not yet finished. The bearded ladies did not simply get shipped to a Frumentari headquarters to be left to rot. Oh no. This was a defining moment for them, one where they finally began to shape the future of Tucson. So, as I mentioned, it has been a while. Do you guys recall what happened a little bit last episode?
I remember we were fighting in the arena, and the guys did the escape thing, didn't they?
Yeah, the
Yes.
NCR.
The NCR
And
guys
we
did the
won.
escape, and we won.
Yeah.
We were the champions.
won.
Bearded
You won.
ladies.
You won, but after your victory, you were approached by Decanus Cato, who is the guy responsible for the arena, and he said, because of the incident, the whole escape plan, that the Frumentari want to speak with you. Now, you will be restrained to be brought to that headquarters.
Oh.
Do you guys resist, or do you guys comply?
Were they taking our weapons off us as well?
Yeah, you totally feel like you wouldn't be able to, well, escape even if you were to resist, but you know, you might be able to get a few bruises before they overpower you and take your weapons and bind you.
I'll look over at Remy and see if he's handing his weapons over.
Yeah.
I'll hand mine over then.
Okay. All right. So after you all deliver your weapons, they ask you to hold your hands behind your back and allow yourself to be bound. Do you
Okay,
comply?
suppose so. It's not going to be good for us if we don't.
Please don't bind my hands to my back. How may I place my hand above my heart to salute and let you know that I am part of Caesar's Legion? Hail Caesar.
It is merely a security precaution, nothing more.
But I can't then salute. So you might brand me a traitor. I must have my hands in front of me at least. You must be able to respect the simple request of a citizen and a law-abiding one at that. Hail Caesar.
If you truly honor the laws of Caesar, you shall not resist, and you will comply with his will.
All right, you bollocks.
Excellent roleplay, no, Chris. That was superb.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, when they all bind you, they all throw a burlap sack over your head, and you're being marched forwards. Okay.
How am I being bound?
You have 3 lenses, and
Now-
on each lens there's a small burlap sack.
Alright.
When he throws the burlap sack over my head, I'm going to give him a seemingly... I'm going to make it seem like an accident, but I'm going to headbutt him a little bit. You fucking dick.
Okay, I will allow that with a unarmed difficulty 1.
Oh yes, I'm actually rolling for it. Let's go.
Break your nose.
Unarmed, where are you?
So you have the sack put over your head, and you try to head bump whoever is doing that, and you completely miss. And you all are being dragged through the streets, out of the arena of the bull. And the guards pull you along with great force, and seemingly seem to be shoving the public of the city aside. Make way! Make way! And you hear some people responding to the commotion. Those seem to be the bearded ladies. That's the bastards who has helped the NCR escape. To the cross with them! Release them, they won fair and square. You hear your dog Brew barking at your captors before being chased away. Get away, Mott, get away! Is Brew a girl or a boy? I totally forgot.
Get off.
I think it was a girl.
A girl, okay, great. You hear her paws tap against the pavement as she darts off. You can all roll an intelligence survival, difficulty 5, and for Edna, for you it's a difficulty 4, to memorize the route they're taking you through the city.
Difficulty
Well,
5.
while your senses are being dulled with the hand bindings and the burlap sack.
And right, so what was it? An intelligence survival?
Intelligence survival difficulty 5.
Who's got the
and
best?
For Edna,
Who's got the best
it's a
chance
4.
of getting this? I think Edna, you should buy 6 action points. Well,
That's okay.
buy
You only have
buy
2.
4. You've got 2, so I think you should buy 4 action points from the GM and roll 5 dice.
5 dice. Gee golly whiz. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll do that.
I think you should. I'm just. That's just my opinion. I think we should really try to get this roll. You've got the best chance.
Well, we have the whole game to get more AP, so I do not
Exactly.
mind doing that.
And they
Yeah,
are
sure.
there to be spent. So you buy 4 action points from me, which means I get 4 as well. And then you drain them all into a 5 dice roll.
Go on, buddy. You've got this.
Jeez Louise.
Oh.
Bad.
Do you still have any
Man.
luck? You still have 2 luck points.
You would need
Oh,
double.
how many successes do I need?
You need 5 successes, so you would have to re-roll.
Oh.
You could re-roll 2 dice, and you would need 3 successes from 2 dice.
I'm gonna use both of my luck points.
Target number's 10. Like, law of averages, you should get this.
Okay. They continue to drag you through the city.
Just 2.
Yeah. They continue to drag you through the city and you have no idea where they are taking you.
Unlucky.
After a walk of about half an hour, you arrive in a place. And each of you is being separated. Apart from the twins, they are kept together. You can still hear each other.
Because we're twins, so they have some weird law that twins have to stay together, right?
For some reason, they keep you together. And you're all being separated and brought to different rooms. And we'll start off with Edna. Edna. Oh, wait, let me just change the screen for that. That's the wrong background. Okay, so the other icons are here because, well, then they can also watch the scene, otherwise they'll just get a black screen. Okay, Edna. The coarse burlap sack is pulled from your optical lenses, and the world resolves into a dim glow of an old server room. Racks of humming machines line the wall, while a Legion officer sits at a nearby terminal, typing away. Heavy restraints seem to lock your frame into a steel apparatus, cables feeding into your chases. Movement seems impossible. The officer finally glances at you, and you seem to notice he carries a set of Brotherhood of Steel dog tags. His voice is calm and measured as he looks at you. Right, we seem to be all ready. I will be asking you a series of questions, and I request that you answer truthfully. I shall know if you don't, and there will be consequences, I'm afraid, if you do lie. And he taps something on his computer, and suddenly, out of nowhere, one of your happiest memories begins to replay in vivid detail. Please explain this memory.
In this memory, we're inside of a house, a very nice house, and there are 3 children in front of me, although I'm only in charge of 2 of them. The other one is a neighbor's kid, and I'm teaching them how to sing in French. And they're doing
Okay.
very well.
Perfect. Such a quaint little memory. It would be a shame if that were to be deleted from your memories, wouldn't it?
Do not understand the reason for your threat.
Well, if you answer truthfully, there should be no threat at all.
I'm gonna ask, where am I in proximity to Samson and Delilah? I'm asking him.
Well, they are being treated, treated might be a nice word for that, in another part of the facility. If you comply, you will be able to rejoin with them quickly. Shall we proceed?
She's calculating in her head if she wants to give him some advice on how to handle the twins, and decides she's not going to.
Okay.
She's gonna
He
trust
starts-
them.
Okay, he starts typing away at the computer. So tell me everything about yourself and your companions. Why have you come to Tucson?
Why'd you phrase it? I'm going to start with my model number. I am a Miss Nanny, I'm going to say the year that I was made, and I'm going
Okay.
to start listing off all of the families that I have been assigned to, because
Okay.
he said to tell him about me.
Yeah, he continues typing down everything. Every
And then-
detail seems very important. And he occasionally asks you to repeat something.
So
And that's not
that's for over 200 years, right? Because you're a pre-war
Yes.
Exactly.
It is. I was
Exactly.
awake for a good amount. I tell him which vault I was in. I tell him the last
What's
family
the
I was
vault's
with.
number?
Oh shoot, what did we say? 57? No.
Yeah, I believe so. No,
It was a bit-
wait.
Wasn't
You
57
came
the
from a
one
vault,
here?
but you adopted another family from another vault, right?
I did.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's not the
Multiple
vault that's in
history.
this setting. So it's another vault. Well, you don't have to memorize the number, he just writes it down. Okay, and what else do you tell him?
Then I tell him after that, I just say like how long I was roaming individually before I found the twins. I identified them as siblings without parents. And I decided to accompany them. They demonstrated a lot of childlike qualities, so I deemed my my skills necessary, and I'll just explain that we've just been going towards this town.
Alright, great. After he finishes writing everything down, he looks at you again. When did you discover the honest men to be NCR infiltrators, and why did your group decide to aid them?
We discovered it within the second round of the fight. We noticed them whispering at each other. And we decided, we decided that we were going to attempt to utilize their plan to help us win the game.
Okay, so it was for self-preservation.
There were many factions that were fighting, and I am ill-equipped with fighting weapons. It seemed the
Very well.
best.
So you have no ties to the NCR, but self-preservation and well, making use of the situation then.
That is correct.
Okay. I have two more questions for you. What do you know about an organization called La Luz?
Ooh, I'm gonna say nothing. That's gonna be honest, right?
Were you with I forgot to. Yeah, with Samson in the alley?
Oh
Last
shit,
session?
I was. Is that
You
the
were.
name of the?
So yeah. I'm just giving you the information because will Edna
Okay,
be
yes.
truthful or not?
Handles. She doesn't understand why she should lie. So
Okay.
I'm going to say that I have heard that name before. There was a trail of candles into an alley that led to a pouch of caps. The person that stepped forward stated he was with such a group. He reclaimed his caps and he left.
Very well, we know these are the methods. And then finally, the last question. What is it you personally seek here in Tucson? Oh, we seem to have lost your... Yeah.
I'm going to say, can you please rephrase the question?
Yes, what is it you personally seek here in Tucson?
I'm just going to say, I seek nothing here. I am accompanying my charges.
Very well. Well, it seems you have been very truthful to me so far. I know, because my system tells me so. Can I ask you a favor?
Perchance.
You seem to have a brother of the Brotherhood of Steel in your group.
I am not aware of this.
Are you not? Because when we frisked him, when my colleagues frisked him, they noticed his dog tags.
You speak of Remy.
Yes, exactly. I believe that is his name. I do not know him personally, but I do know he's part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Now,
Remy does... well... No, it is safe to say. Remy likes to steal identification tags off of other people. He was
So you
going
are-
to steal some off of Legionnaires, but decided it would not be polite to do so.
well, and he moves over to his desk and he turns off the holotape recorder, which is recording over there, and he looks at you and says, Regardless, I believe he is part of the Brotherhood of Steel, the way he carries himself, and I have a message for him. Will you allow me to upload it to you, so it can be played when you reach a safe place where you and him are alone?
Do you require encryption for this message?
I will just require to deactivate you, but I promise you will be reactivated after I upload the message.
Do not like Remy enough for this, but okay.
Okay, and your screen goes black.
Ow!
Oh,
And
no.
Bro, I better wake up, man.
yeah, you're gonna wake up, no problem. We're going to move into the next room, and we're going to start with Remy.
Ooh, change a map as well. Ooh.
It's messy.
Hold on, I'm missing one
Oh, you
character.
get a
it
table.
seems.
That looks like a proper police interrogation room, that one.
Yeah. Okay. So, Remy, as you're being dragged through a series of echoing concrete corridors, the air grows thick, smelling of mildew, dust, and sweat. Your vision is blind behind the coarse burlap sack, but every footstep, every metallic creak, builds the weight of what's about to come. You're shoved into a room with a cold steel chair that scrapes loudly against the tiled floor. The sack is yanked off your head, and you find yourself beneath a harsh yellow light in a bare, lifeless room. A bolted table stands between you and the shadows. On the wall, just within view, hangs a faded painting of a pre-war smiling family dining underneath a cheerful slogan, "Tomorrow is yours," with a bull painted on the advert. And you're just sitting there all alone. There's nobody there. You're bound to the table, to the chair. Do you try something?
Am I bound like hands behind, stuck
Hands
to the
behind
chair?
and stuck to the chair, yeah.
And the chair's metal.
Chair's metal, yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
Okay. So after a few minutes, a Frumentari enters the room, his hands resting on his 10mm pistol. Ave, Brotherhood. I trust you had some time to gather your thoughts. I've been wondering. The NCR and the Brotherhood are at war. Your people are driven on the defensive, which leaves me with a question. As he moves closer to the table, resting both his hands on the slate as he leans forward, looking straight at you from behind his sunglasses. Why have you aided them? You may also roll a perception survival difficulty 5 the moment he leans closer to you.
Difficulty 5.
Yeah, you're basically in the secret police's headquarters. It's gonna be difficult here.
Right. Survival. Perception. And we have no AP, but if
Nah,
I buy 2 AP,
Well, no,
what, that gets me 1 dice, wouldn't it?
you would need 1
It needs
AP,
to be-
1 AP for 1 dice, 3
Yeah,
for 2, or
3
6
AP
for
for 2.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for 3 and see if I get the
Okay.
chance of hitting it.
Good luck.
So then that's 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
that
Oh,
one.
that's a shame. You still have 1 luck point, but you won't make it, so...
Okay.
I have 1 luck point. There's 0 point using.
Yeah, you can't get 3 successes with 1 dice, unfortunately.
And I just noticed for some reason your character sheet is still level 2. You should be level 3, but we'll figure it out after today's session.
All right.
So he asks you the question, why did you assist the NCR knowing that the Brotherhood and the NCR are also at war to get with each other?
It's just look at this guy baffled. Does he have a name tag or anything? Like any identifying
No.
factors?
He doesn't have any name tag, he only has a drawing of a fox on his chest plate. And he has black sunglasses. And you failed the perception test, so you don't know if you have seen this guy before or haven't.
Okay. All right. Dark Fox or whatever your code name
I am
is.
Vulture.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was a farmer before I was here. I was just out in the wastes, and met up with these guys and like took my fancy at seeing what was out there in the world, and now I'm here being strapped to a chair, being told that I'm a brotherhood. Has that got something to do with the tags I stole?
Oh yes, please tell me about this tale. How did you find these tags?
I just found them on bodies, like you know, like as you find, look, you find a dead person, they ain't gonna use the things that they have on them, right? So if there's my old doc back in the old village used to say, I've got magpie disorder. I just like shiny things, you know?
I see. So you would absolutely love our assortment of torture equipment here in the base. Because it is very shiny. We keep it quite clean.
Well, that's good, because then it'll be serviceable. I know from my time working on the farm that good equipment is hard to come by in these wastes. So I'm glad to hear that you have that.
And what brings a farmer to an arena?
They signed up, not me. And I kind of got horseshoed into it because we got some sponsor lady. She's really nice and has really good food. Shout out to sponsor lady.
Could you give me her name, please?
Sponsor lady.
Sponsor lady.
I've been on holidays for a few weeks. Then you put a sack on my head, and you know it's been a long time, man. All right.
It's been a few hours since your victory.
What was
in the
sponsor
arena.
lady's name, David? I can't remember.
But don't our outfits
Charisma.
have her branding on, so you could just point at your outfit and be like,
I think
this
we do have a
lady.
branded on our
Yeah.
armor, yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
So you could
yeah, we
point
do.
at whatever that.
That's right. Would it happen to be Miss Aurelia Maza? As he looks at your sponsorship tag. By the way, you all still have the beards on.
I never put the friggin' beard on, so no,
Okay,
I'm not wearing the beard.
Yes, you are.
So, yes, it would be. And back in my day, mustard was a real man's condiment.
I see. I am not sure what to do with that information. So, people shoehorn you into fighting in an arena where you can probably die.
Yeah.
What made you continue? Why didn't you just run when you had an opportunity?
Oh, well, you see, my father, when he brought me up, he said that you never run away from a fight. You stand your ground, especially when your friends are there, because sometimes the victory itself is the friends that we made along the way.
I see. Well, I believe that should answer all my questions. A word of advice. If you want to continue living up to your father's expectations, then I assure you that you should. Then I implore you that you should take the deal, which you will hear about in an hour or so. And he makes a whistle, and then two more Frumentari agents rush into the room, pull a sack back over your head, and you're being dragged off into another room, where you are finally thrown in, and you find a deactivated Edna, and the door closed behind you.
You baffled him with bullshit there, Chris. Beautiful job. Beautiful. He
Yeah.
believed every word of that.
He believed
Sounded-
every word.
Sound like a vulture the entire time.
GM didn't even make you roll for speech charisma. You absolutely nailed that, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then finally the two twins are being brought to the same room.
No, no.
But the room has been rearranged a little bit. The table seems to be gone, and there's two chairs on each opposite side. And you're both bound to the chairs, and two Frumentari with cattle prods seem to be staring straight at the two of you. And they stand there silently, just looking at you two.
Couple of prodders.
Do you yell something? Do you just wait? Do you control your temper? What do you do?
How'd you phrase it like that?
I will say, I'll be like, morning beautiful, and give him a wink.
He doesn't even give a wink back. He's that rude.
Motherfucker.
And then you hear the door open. And, well, it's the same guy. You don't know it because you haven't seen him yet, but it's Vulture again. And he walks in with a big, I forgot the word, one moment. Toolbox, a metal toolbox.
Okay.
And he places it down on the ground. And he looks at the both of you. And then he opens it and it reveals a whole bundle of caps.
Oh.
Oh no!
Sweet.
Yes.
Oh no!
I smile at my sister.
Like, shut up! I'm a manly man with my beard.
Oh yeah, my brother. I
My
smile at my brother. Brother.
Brothers.
And he looks at the both of you and he's like, 1,000 caps.
1,000 caps.
1,000 caps. Would
Okay,
that buy?
Yes, I don't even ask for the question. Yes, we'll
Yes,
do
Would
it.
that
yes.
buy your loyalty?
Yes, yes, it does.
I'll
He-
do whatever you want. And
She'll suck
he
your
will
dick.
watch.
He
Yeah,
gives a
I'll
grin
do it
underneath
for
his. He gives a
1,000.
grin underneath his sunglasses, and the both of you can once again roll a perception survival
No.
difficulty 5 to see if you recognize this guy.
I'm not buying the dice for it. I don't think I've got much chance on this.
What is it?
Perception survival.
Perception
5.
survival.
Where is it?
You have to right click survival and then use perception.
Oh,
0.
Okay. I don't know. How do I do it? Perception. I've not used this one before.
Right click.
Yeah.
Right click on
Survival.
Right click survival.
Yeah, if you right click.
Oh, on survival.
On
That's a
sorry.
little
ability.
trick that
Yeah.
Chris found last time.
Yeah, yeah.
Survival. Okay, I think I've done it.
2 successes. Sadly, you needed 5. So you don't
All
seem
right.
to recognize this man.
Oh, do you know that's tricky because like you did the best there, you and Birdie.
Yeah. And he looks at the two of you, then down at the toolbox filled with caps. My name is Vulture. I am the leader of the Frumentari here in Tucson. And I'm your only shot at making it in this city. Fame, riches, and hedonistic goods. It can all be yours. I just need you to win the final battle in the arena of the bull tomorrow. And then, when you are presented at the proprietor's palace, you will not make a request of your own, as he is known to grant a favor to the winning group, but you will give a request of me. Are we in agreement?
For 1,000 caps, what is it you want us to request?
Oh, it's quite simple and of no consequence to yourself. I need you to request the proprietor to send some of his garrison to the town of Willow Rose to the northeast. Tell him that the town is under threat of a group of cazadors which have made a nest near the town, and the local garrison is too busy to provide any aid. So, he, being the proprietor and the leader of this region, should provide the aid.
What was the name of the town? Sorry for my notes.
Willow Rose.
Willow Rose.
Do this, and you shall receive the promised caps, and we will not forget. We will forget that you helped the NCR escape.
I'll
We
look
will
at-
also provide you with some assistance in the arena to make sure that you win
I'll
the
look-
last match.
I look at Delilah and I'm like, yeah?
I'm just gonna say like openly because I'm done with like, be cool. Like,
Yeah.
like, don't
Yeah.
be too excited because I want to try and get more out of them. This guy's keen.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm like-
mean,
I don't know. Are we smart enough to know that this seems a little bit dodgy?
nah, I'm not. Are you? I'm not.
No, I don't know. Delilah might be smart. Isn't she smart? I think I'm smarter than you, aren't I? It's like not that much smarter.
My intelligence is 4. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as a
yeah,
rock.
mine's 5, so I'm slightly more.
So you're
intelligent.
you're a bit smarter.
Slightly. I mean,
She's the brains, I'm the beauty.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Perhaps you need some time to discuss it with your group before we come to an agreement.
oh well, I'd be like, we want all our friends to be free as well, because you didn't say that, right? Or did you say you'd leave us
True,
alone?
true.
We will wipe away the crime of aiding the NCR for all of you if you agree to this deal.
Okay, and we want free noodles.
You may roll a charisma barter difficulty 1.
God,
Now, if I remember correctly, doesn't Delilah have Black Widow? No, she doesn't. Shit.
no, she's party girl, which
Party
is
girl,
party
yeah.
girl.
Shit.
yeah, the drinking thing. I mean, my charisma's okay. Let's see how it goes. Nope. Do you know what? Can I use a luck point for it? I think this is important.
Yeah,
to get me some
It's very
noodles.
important to get noodles, yeah.
So I get to do one. I just click re-roll, right?
Yeah,
And then
click
it'll-
re-roll and it'll ask you which dice you're re-rolling.
Oh, and then do I have to click one of
Click
the
the
dice?
19, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay! Do I get noodles?
He looks a bit annoyed and he says, "You will get your noodles."
I high five my brother. I'm like, see?
You can't
See?
high five him, you're bound to a chair.
Like I jump up and fall over.
One of the Promontory agents moves over to you,
Oh,
picks
mate.
you up, and puts you back down. And the Vulture looks at you and says, "Well, I will reunite you with your group
Oh,
now,
and
so you can."
one more request: equal
Yes.
rights for women. Just as well as the noodles and equal rights for women.
The- Oh, but the women are also enjoying the rights provided by the mighty Kaiser. They need nothing more. And the burlap sacks are being put over your heads again, and the two of you are being dragged off to another place, where finally your burlap sacks are removed and you seem to be reunited with your entire party. So we're switching maps again.
Is Edna still switched off?
Yep.
One moment.
I know. I want to have a heart talk with Edna while she's switched off, and he'll be like, "Oh, she's really good at listening today. Usually, you, like,
moment-
got back."
The moment the two of you are brought in, one of the legionaries reactivates Edna.
Ah, okay.
And you seem to be in an old cold storage unit, once part of a greater complex. It has been converted into a crude Legion prison cell. The industrial temperature control unit still adorns the southern wall, powerless and looming. Its vents dark and silent. The tiled walls are stained with dried blood and dust. There seems to be damp cardboard and a filthy rack used as bedding. There's also a rusted bucket in the corner serving as the only toilet, and a single dim light bulb flickers overhead, casting long shadows in the cold, empty space.
So we're locked in a cell. Great.
You're locked in what seems to be a freezing unit, so an old freezer that's been deactivated.
The guard left.
Yeah, they put everyone in, they left, and they closed the door behind them.
I want to tell Edna that she's been turned off for 100 years, and be like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're back. You've been gone for so long." Just to see if she falls for it. I don't think she will, because they look the same.
You do not have the funds for cryo sleep. That is very funny, Delilah. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Thank you.
Ha,
Thank
ha.
you.
I'm gonna do a quick scan just to make sure the twins are okay and they're not hurt.
I'm 1 hit point down, actually.
They are?
Yeah, just
Oh.
1.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, we
because of
just-
the
we
arena,
just
right?
fight.
That's from the
Yeah.
arena, yeah.
Yeah, but you can still tend to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Are we unbound?
No, you're armbound. Yeah.
All right. So,
I take off all my clothes when Edna starts doing her medical
Full
scan on
body
me.
scan.
Full body
Rectal
scan.
scan.
Stand there like I'm
I-
getting strip searched at the airport.
And you're in a very small room, locked with those two, Remy.
I also take my clothes off and then start pulling at Remy's because it's like she needs to scan us, and you can only scan people if you're naked.
It's not
so
like
the priest.
no. Look, I know you. Look, you guys do what you want. All right, hurry up. We need to have a conversation. I can't let anyone hear it. Hurry up.
It's like what?
My
It's
head
like,
goes into the corner.
I mean, you can't see anything. The beard goes all the way to my middle, so.
Oh yeah,
she's
it's a
naked,
Gandalf
but-
beard.
Yeah, she's got a long beard, so you can't really see anything. It's very PG. It's all covered with the beard.
Can I
So
do a
do you
medicine
want to
roll?
do? Yeah. Do you want to do a first
Yeah.
aid for the brother?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. That's
Is that a-
medicine difficulty 0 because he's got no injuries, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't. Difficulty 0. But you can use it to generate action points. Well,
Aw.
no action points, but you heal him equal to your medicine number, so that's a 3, and he only needed 1, so you're back to full health.
Yay!
And you all survived an organization which is known to be very vile, ruthless, so all of you get your luck points back.
Oh, come on. Come on. I'm never building a low luck character again. I've realised in recent games that having a low luck character is not good. Like,
So are you guys clothed again now that you've been fucking healed?
yeah. I put my top half on first, vest, shirt, armor, helmet, and then I pull my pants up.
Winnie the Poohing it.
Ready to put it for a bit, yeah.
All right. So I trust the bot because you're a bot. You can't really do anything wrong against your masters. So I trust you, guy. You're good. But use pair. What did you fucking say to them?
Oh,
Noodle,
Keep it quiet.
noodles, and we tried to fight for women's right, but he was like, no, but we did get some noodles.
we tried to
So-
fight for
And the
women's
moment you say
equality, yeah.
that, a small hatch opens and 4 noodle cups are thrown in.
I'm like,
And the hatch
"Ta-da!
opens again.
Look what we did. We got everyone noodles.
Now, I think we've already eaten today, so we could put those into our inventories, I think.
Yeah, you can do that.
Come on.
So I'm gonna give each of you a noodle cup.
A pouch of noodles.
Be like, Remy, you can't be unhappy if you got noodles, right? Even you must be happy slightly.
Fucking. So I hearing Delilah say that, Remy grabs her by the scruff and says, "I hope you didn't fucking sell me down the river for a fucking pack of noodles."
They never even asked if you were Brotherhood.
They don't even care.
God,
Like,
I'm fucking talking into fucking saying things, you fucking idiot.
I'd be like, yeah, shut up. We can't talk about being in the Brotherhood because he gets upset.
I will chime in. Remy, I did disclose that you steal identification tags.
Wait. So you pair the fucking idiots. You didn't get asked anything, right?
Nope. I'll tell you what.
They
I'll tell you
asked
what they
you.
asked us. They asked us that if they want us to win the tournament, and if we win the tournament, instead of asking the Kaiser for a favor, we have to ask for a favor for them. They just want us to win the tournament for them, so they can get a favor from the Kaiser.
And he's gonna give us 500 caps, right?
500
brother?
caps.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, the
five.
both of you-
Definitely
Fuck
five.
about your caps.
Oh, well,
Both
okay,
of you
get-
can roll an opposed charisma test against whoever wants to detect the lie.
I'm not asked about fucking underhand deals. They can
Barter or speech?
Okay.
they can get their cut. They can get their cut if they really want.
All right,
Be cool. So, speak to charisma.
Nothing.
Remy, he's obviously lying.
I'm clearly lying.
But
I got
somehow you're questioning it a little bit because Delilah does seem honest.
You got 2
I'm the
successes.
nice one.
Is that an action point or no? Because it's an opposed roll, eh?
Yeah, it's an action point.
Is it?
Hey.
Come on.
So yeah, I've not asked, but I'm more fucking worried. Right, and what did they ask you? Tell me what they asked you, because they asked me about, like me being a farmer, stuff that I wouldn't know anything about.
I mean, you could have told us about your fake life, and then we could tell people about it. You never told us. You were just like, I'm definitely not in the...
You two were always too busy fucking shagging to have a conversation when we weren't fucking shooting something in the face.
No, sometimes we have a drink, and now I've got a dog, so I have to take it out. So you could have got me on any of those
Is that
occasions.
what?
The dog's gonna rescue us from the cell in a minute.
Hell yeah!
Right. So Edna, what did they ask you about me?
Your name was mentioned 9 times.
Oh, brilliant. That's a helpful piece of information. Do you know what? It'll probably be easier. Fucking Dumb and Dumber, can you fucking ask your bot what they were asking about me? Because I don't think they want to talk to me.
Edna, what did they ask? What did they ask you about Remy? They didn't ask us anything about Remy. They don't seem interested in you.
I had a single interrogator. We spoke for 3.68 hours. At the end, he asked about Remy. He made the assumption that Remy was in the Brotherhood.
Edna, can you scan Remy for something? Because you told me about narcissism, I think. Can you scan him to see if he's got it? Because he seems really into himself. Like
Behavioral analysis.
Can you find?
Is he narcissistic, Chris?
Is he a narcissist?
Should we roll to find out? I don't know what
Yeah, I don't think Edna can. Actually, do you have a behavioral?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got the behavioural mod.
I love it.
I don't know how to use it though.
This is the time, so you can.
You
find
can
out
reduce
what's wrong with
speech
them.
tests with difficulty of 1, but in this case, perhaps let's say you can scan someone for their personality traits. So, is he a narcissist?
So what would that be? Not a medicine.
He's got small
But I will
penis
leave
complex.
Chris to answer that. Is he?
I'll say
I'm just looking up the full description just to make sure.
of a narcissist. He does not display the signs of a narcissist.
It comes from the Greek myth of Narcissus, who was in love
Yeah.
with himself. He was in love with the mirror. That's
You
where
drink
it.
to it.
I would
comes-
say
comes from a Greek myth.
no. I don't think anyone in the Brotherhood can actually be a narcissist, because they can't be a selfish person because they have to give up themselves for their other brothers. So I don't think so.
Okay. So the results are negative, Edna.
I will say negative for narcissism, positive for superiority complex.
That's a.
That's true.
Isn't that a
That's true.
Isn't
There's
that like a
superiority.
qualification entry level? Like you have to have that to get in. Like if you don't have that, they don't let you in.
What, a superiority complex?
Yeah, or they give you one when you join.
I think you get fucking indoctrinated into their fucking dogma, and that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of again, actually, over the table, just so fucking Martin knows. I don't like bots, mate. Don't like robots. I don't like them.
Like in
Because
real,
I don't like-
like in real life. Like,
No,
you just don't like
no,
robots?
In real life.
Like in real life, I don't like robots.
Chris punches cash machines when he sees an ATM. He's like, "Fuck you!"
Fuck society. Fuck everything.
Had a fight with a self-service at Tesco. He's picking it up, fucking body slamming it.
Dr. Dibs!
News.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
But you're no Brotherhood, so you don't really hate bots.
Oh, exactly.
I'm not, no.
I'm gonna say from now on that you're in the Brotherhood of the Farmers, and then if anyone asks, I'll be like,
No.
Alpha Life.
No.
no, it's like he is in a brother, but they're just farmers. so it's fine.
Just how about you just say I'm a farmer? Just a farmer.
Nah, that's too boring.
farm-
Nah, it's too boring. Nah, it's a bit boring. I mean, Brotherhood of Farmers, that's intriguing.
Brotherhood of Soil. That's what the
Yeah.
farmers are called. It's the Brotherhood of
Oh.
Soil.
For short, I'll just say BS.
BOS.
So I'm just going to clarify. I insinuated that you were a thief.
Okay, good, well, brilliant.
That
'Cause
works,
that's
'cause
what
that's
I
the
said.
story you
too, so
told,
that
yeah.
corroborates. That corroborates what I said. So, I mean, that's what did happen. Looking round as hoping that the walls aren't as thin as fucking paper.
I'm going to
Because we've
follow
just
it
been
up.
shouting about the
It's
Brotherhood of fucking
pretty-
Soil.
It's
I'm
a
gonna-
pretty, it's a pretty thick cell because it, like I said, it used to be a
It's
cold
a-
storage unit for something.
I'm going to follow up with you should choose a different lie. Your hands do not reflect that of a farmer, nor does your tan.
So during this time, like I gain a 1,000-yard stare, like I'm having a flashback from That's So
PTSD
Raven,
moment.
and I'm remembering that my pigs are getting slaughtered by soldiers, and they ate them all in front of me. And I turned to Edna and I take a knee and I start to just weep. And I'm
God
like,
damn it. That's going to activate my sympathy module.
Nah, that's because he's the fucking narcissist. That's exactly what a narcissist would do.
It's fake, yeah.
It's
I'm not a narcissist, and then you start crying
He's
about
faking
it.
it. He's
Okay.
faking it.
that's not about. Oh, fuck, that's not narcissistic to cry about your pigs being slaughtered and eaten in front of you.
You're going to
That's
feel a metallic
The
arm
opposite
come
of
around you.
narcissism.
A metallic arm comes around you, and then it starts to warm up to a comfortable temperature. And I start to play the sounds of like the wind. So I'm putting on my soothing mod.
I'm
Also-
gonna talk to my brother. I'm like, so is he actually a farmer? Because I'm confused. I'm like, so he is a farmer. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. He's weird. Anyway, he's like, I mean, you can tell because he doesn't like being nude. Like that's the
He's
big
a bit-
trigger.
He's a bit prudish, yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust him. If you can't be nude with each other, you can't trust someone. Like even Edna's nude, just robot nude, not. You know.
You can't really trust somebody until you've seen them naked.
Yeah, you can't see someone's genitals, so you know. So if you can't look him in the genitals, you can't look him in the eye. That's what my grandma used to
That's
say.
what Mama always said.
Yeah.
She also said don't put
Explains-
anything in your mouth that you wouldn't put on your genitals and vice versa.
Yeah. And she died of syphilis.
Fucking hypocrite bitch.
So you're
Oh.
having a good time here in the freezer unit.
Just reminiscing about her family, yeah, telling old
Yeah.
family stories about all the different
And-
sexually transmitted diseases that our family members died of.
The hatch opens and a face stares into the room. Did you make a decision yet?
We didn't even talk about it.
A fucking decision?
Yeah,
Decisions on
yeah.
what?
Yeah, we made a decision. He's not in the. No, I'm joking. I'm
He's
not going
in-
to say that.
The hatch closes again.
Like it's like no, he's fine. Yeah, we accept your offer.
We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll bang on the hatch. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Just let us
But we
out
want-
here,
but-
man.
Oh, we want half the money now.
The hatch opens. You will not get the caps before you finish the job. Now
Oh.
rest. You have a big day ahead tomorrow.
What about some mods for my guns?
Oh yeah, you said you'd help us out with something. Yeah,
You
did
guys
we
need
get?
ammo. You need
Yeah, I
ammo.
need
Yeah,
ammo. I
so
need
yeah,
ammo.
I
I
think
could
I-
do some mods for
yeah.
my gun. You want to help us win that tournament? There's some shit you could do for me.
The help will be provided, but it will not be provided with mods or whatever. You will win through the contents of your own character.
I need some shotgun
hat-
shells. Give me some shotgun shells, brother.
You may roll a persuasion. No, not a persuasion. Different game. A barter Charisma, difficulty 2.
I'll spend the 1 action point. Ah. Should I spend a luck? No, my target number's only 5. I'm not going to bother.
I mean, how many? I think I said I'd show you some of my bullets as well. Like, I'm okay because I think we've
I've
used
got
the same
some bullets
right?
for my pipe gun, but the shotgun's a lot better weapon. I've only got 3
Yeah.
shells for that.
Okay.
The guard clearly says you will fight with what you have arrived in the arena. Now make yourself comfortable. Tomorrow we will pick you up and we will bring you to the arena.
As soon as he says that, make yourself comfortable, I take my clothes off again.
He closes the hatch. Do you guys go to sleep or do you investigate your cell a little bit? Try to... Well, what do you do before you go to sleep?
I go to sleep for that well rested, mate. I am lying there butt
Okay.
naked, sleeping.
I mean, I'm gonna ask Edna because I'm worried about my dog that just disappeared. So I'm gonna ask Edna. She's like, "Can you scan for dogs or lie to me about it that you have that ability?"
I'm gonna scan the room to see
Okay.
the makeup of the room, but I will let her know that I sense a canine presence approximately 289 meters away.
Okay. That makes me feel calmer, so I can go.
Okay. You may roll a perception science when you scan the room. Difficulty 3.
Two dice.
Ah,
Not rolling
nothing.
good this time.
Okay,
Four
so you
rolls.
scan the room and you just notice there's 3 meat bags in your group in the room, and that's it.
Chris, would your character know Morse code?
Yes.
When I'm putting my arm around you, I'm going to tap on your arm. There's a message for you.
Right. Okay. I don't react. I just like shake your arm and go. The poor pigs. The poor pigs.
Will you shut up? I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, Mike, shut
Stop
up!
crying. I'm trying to sleep, man.
I'm gonna wait.
I love that you guys fucking went from being naked in the middle of the room being cured to fucking just immediately answering the bloke, and then when you went, right, fuck it, sleep again, naked, into the fucking bed.
Chris, you've obviously never been in a cell
There
before.
isn't a
That
bed.
it's.
Well,
There's just
also,
some.
Chris,
There's
you've
just
al-
some racks on the ground and a shit bucket.
can tell
Didn't
you've never
Samson
been in a
take
cell
drugs?
before, mate. It's the thing to do. All you can do is sleep. Trust me.
or you talk to your cellmates.
Or you have a book and you read it.
There's no books. Wait, no, there is an old newspaper used in the shit bucket.
Oh yeah, and they took all our shit off us, didn't they? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you don't have any weapons.
I don't have any drugs either.
So
Yeah, your drugs are
So-
gone too.
what I would like to do before I don't get naked but go to sleep, is I want to check the walls for like signs of either loose integrity or like tampering. For example, like a speaker head has been like forced behind the panel or something like that, so that someone can eavesdrop on what we're doing.
You may roll a perception science difficulty 3.
Still have
Fuck
game
me.
paused on screen, by the way, David.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Perception. What was it again?
Science difficulty 3.
We have no AP.
No, you can always buy some.
We have another fight.
Yes, by AP.
Just buy them.
Fuck it, I'm gonna buy. I'm
Besides,
gonna buy
you got
2
one.
dice, so
You
that's
got 1
3.
AP because of Martin.
That's
yeah.
3. Oh,
So you only
we
need to
got
buy
1 AP.
You only need to buy
Yeah.
2 to get 3 dice, then, Chris.
Okay, well I'll do that then.
All right. So there goes the AP.
And you're up to 22.
Okay. You start investigating the room, and then when you reach the central heating
3
unit,
successes.
you notice that there's a hatch, a small ventilation shaft, which you probably can't fit through, but you can stick your head in and have a look at that stuff from the inside. If you were to open the ventilation hatch.
And does the ventilation hatch look like it's got fucking 6 other bolts on it? It's going to take me 9.5 hours, and the fucking Legion are going to walk in here while I'm unscrewing it?
It's got 4 bolts in it,
Uh.
and you have a feeling that there's like an air coming from below you through the hatch, so a floor down.
Alright, cool. Edna doesn't sleep. I'm gonna be like, hey. I'm actually gonna be kind this time. Edna, nurse spot nanny. Would you mind coming over here a wee second? There seems to be a source of air coming through. Fucking nice jump scared me while I was trying to say that.
Thanks, Twitch.
Yeah, there seems to be a source of air coming from the downstairs. So, can you assist?
Yeah, I'll come over and I can see the grate. I'll just take it apart.
Okay, because you're a robot and you still have all your tools, it's an either strength or perception lockpicking difficulty 1. You can choose which one.
Lock picking.
Yeah, lockpicking, but with either a perception or a strength. And it's a difficulty 1.
Can I assist if you pick lockpick? Because I've got good lockpick. It's a fucking hidden skill.
Oh, no.
She needs 1 success before you can assist. And how would you assist?
Yeah. By pointing out and telling her exactly how these are.
By mansplaining her.
By mansplaining to a robot exactly how you should do it.
I'm gonna spend a luck.
Birdie,
Okay.
Just to get rid of that.
mansplaining is short for man explaining, by the way.
Can you get further into that for me?
Oh, I don't think you... Wait, is that your reroll?
Oh wait, what happened?
Oh, the way you re-rolled a 20. Oh my days.
No way that's happened.
It's not a
There's
good
no
roll day
chance.
for me, guys. Not
Do
a
you
good
want to
roll
spend
day.
another luck point?
I kind of do. I do not want to
Yeah.
have a complication
it.
inside of this cell. I don't want a complication.
It's a 1 in
inside of this
400 chance, 2 20s in a row, eh?
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, 0 successes, but no complications.
We're not having
For
much
some
luck with
reason,
our
you-
rolls today, eh?
You can't seem to get it open. Which reminds me, the moment you start picklocking, the others might notice that your armor is pretty dented because I saw you only have 3 HP left.
cell.
You're walking around here with 3 HP, Chris.
Oh. No, me.
No.
Not me.
Delilah is.
Oh,
No, not
Oh,
Delilah.
Edna
Remy.
is.
Edna,
Mhm.
Edna.
oh.
I can repair her because that was the deal. If she, I can try and heal her out with my repair skill when I wake up.
You can repair her, but because you have no tools at all, because everything was taken, it'll be a difficulty 1 instead of a difficulty 0.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But it's something I can
will-
assist with. It's an assistable roll.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
can
yeah,
use
with
the assist to get extra action points.
I guess when I've had my sleep, I'll get up and try and fix it. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you guys go to sleep first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go to
Yeah.
sleep, and you are all being awoken at 5 a.m. in the morning with loud banging against the door. All right, get up, bearded ladies. It's time to drag you to the arena.
Can you wait 2 minutes? We need to repair our friend the robot. She's a bit
got one.
dented up.
I got 1 success. That's enough, right? You said I needed
Okay.
1, not
Well,
0.
let me roll the assist anyway.
Okay.
What is it? Intelligence repair.
Yeah, intelligence repair.
1 dice. Okay, no assist, but still, we got the success.
Okay. And the door's being opened, and you see a corridor full of legionaries. And they once again, unless you guys resist, try to bind you and put burlap sacks over your heads.
Are they going to let us finish repairing Edna first? So we can
Yeah,
get her up
after
to
the
hit
repair.
points?
After the repair, they gave you 2 minutes to do it.
Well, we would have to do a couple because you can only repair by so many points at a time. We'd have to do it a couple
Yeah,
of times.
true. So they are going to allow you 2 repairs.
Okay, roll one more, Martin, and I'll roll the assist again.
Yeah, another success.
Okay.
But before we continue here, could I offer a thing here of I'll sacrifice my well rested if I got into that fucking vent last night to find out what the fuck was on the other side of it.
Okay. I'm willing to allow that.
Oh, do I have well rested? Can I put my hit points
Yeah,
up to...
everyone will be well rested apart from Chris.
Sweet.
Remy, who will be tired.
What do we get for well rested? Just full hit points, or do we get
An
something
extra 2 hit points.
2 extra
You
HP.
get-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and how many do I get from the repair?
Repairs, you're back to full health. I already adjusted it to your character sheet, I believe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so, Remy, you've been busy the whole night, opening that vent and peeking your head through. Now, the things you saw were strange. Now, how good is your knowledge of the pre-war history? I'm going to let you build your character a little bit.
Pre-war history would be very good because it's taught in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the moment you peek through the vent, you are able to look one level down of the building, and you saw a room filled with technology which isn't American but Chinese. There was a big Chinese flag also on a standard, and there was a sign that was created reading Mama Dolce's food processing plant.
That sounds quite Italian.
Yeah, basically in the whole Fallout universe, Mama Dolce is like a food processing plant, and in the lore it's a Chinese cover-up, so it's actually used by the Chinese intelligence to infiltrate the US. You got one in Fallout 3 Point Lookout and one in Fallout 76.
Yeah, so for any non-Fallout fans out there, the bad guys of the war, America versus the commies that destroyed the world, was China. China was the Red Menace. It's China, not Russia, that's the Red Menace in Fallout.
Yeah, exactly. So, Remy, you can assume that the building you're in used to be a Mama Dolce's processing plant. And I suppose you also locked the vent again after you finished?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, after that you seem quite tired, and the legionaries are trying to bind all of you and put sacks over your heads again. Do you resist?
No, but I might stand on somebody's toe or like accidentally elbow him in the balls or something.
Okay. So you may once again roll an unarmed strength, difficulty 1 for that.
Missed again.
Yeah, you missed the guy totally. And the moment you're all bound, they drag you out of the building, up the stairs to the ground floor, and then out into the streets, where you're once again hearing a little bit of noise, but it's very early in the morning as you're being brought back to the arena. And as you close in on the arena, you start hearing a dog bark.
Okay.
Bark back. I'm waiting to see know where it is.
And you clearly hear its paws tapping against the pavement as it follows you back to the arena.
Yeah.
And
Bruce back.
you are brought into the locker room of the arena where you began yesterday. So I'm going back to the arena. Oh wait, that's the actual battle arena.
That's the
Not
battlefield.
that. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. And so you're brought back in the locker room, and one of the guards. It seems to be quite peaceful at the moment because well, the battles haven't happened yet. It's still early in the morning. So you're left in the locker room, and a guard notifies you that the battle will start in 2 hours. Do you do something before that?
What do you think, guys? Should we do? Is there anything we can do for the next 2 hours to prepare for it?
Is there anything interesting in this room we can steal that might be useful?
You may roll a perception survival difficulty 2.
Okay.
I think during this time I'm gonna try and poke Edna to find out what that fucking message was, because I still don't know.
For some
yeah.
reason, the message doesn't activate yet. You need to be alone with Remy and nobody else for the message to actually activate in your system.
I'm gonna tap him the wording that was said to me. About like when you and Remy are alone, give him this message.
Fuck,
And
that's
transition.
not helpful. Fucking, it's gonna be 6 years from now until fucking the world. I've got an idea. I look around. Can I spend the luck point to add some of the sacks that they put on us?
They took him with them.
But can I spend a luck point to say that they threw them into the corner because they don't need them anymore?
Let's say they left one for luck points. You add a detail to a scene.
But
They forgot
she's
one.
she's got 3 fucking things.
Do.
I'm trying to put the sacks over the eyeballs and then say, we're alone now.
I can very clearly hear Delilah and Samson attempting to steal things.
Okay, but for some reason, it actually activates, and a voice message, not of Edna's voice, but someone else's voice, starts playing through her systems. I really assumed that you were a Brotherhood of Steel member. If you are, then I have information that is vital to you and the survival of the entire Brotherhood. If you arrived here because of Project Halo, then I want to assure you that that is the same reason why I am here operating with the Legion. If you want more information for Project Halo, then your best bet would be to help the proprietor and not agree to any deal that the Frumentari offers you. When you reach the proprietor, instead of asking whichever favor the Frumentari ask you, tell him that you wish to enact the Lion's Edict. I have not forgotten my true heritage. Ad Victoriam, brother. And that's when the message ends.
Fuck, that's deep.
Ad Victoriam. How's that for timing for halftime break?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh yeah.
I was going to suggest that. So that's... one more moment. Martin, you did a search and you found 2 more grenades, frag grenades, left behind by the honest men from last session.
Nice.
So I'm going to add those to your inventory. And that's our halftime break.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay, so after 2 hours, you guys are... The door's being opened again. The gate in the locker room is being opened again. And you are greeted with the Arena of the Bull once more. The Arena of the Bull roars with a thunder of drums and the guttural chants of the Legion. Its cracked walls overflowing with bloodthirsty spectators, waving torn banners in Caesar's red, for this is the final battle of the Feast of the Lion. The air is thick with smoke and dust, carried on by the dry desert wind that howls through the open ruins of what once was a sports arena. And from the opposite side, your opponents emerge, each one a product forged by survival in the wasteland. First, they announce Tinderbox, and that's this guy. His burned scalp gleaming in the harsh sun, as he holds his laser rifle fiercely, looking at your group with a sort of burning conviction to destroy you. Next comes Kenji Stockton, in his battered vault 58 riot armor. With a spiked bat resting on his shoulder, he looks like an executioner waiting for the signal. Stonewalker follows, towering above all, a relic of 2 worlds, his bow strung with arrows dipped in poison. And finally, Hound Dog, swaggering into the light with a predator's grin, pausing just long enough to wink at you before the crowd erupts in madness.
I like him.
Next to each of the groups, you find a wicker cage with a feral wild ant inside of it, a giant ant. And with that, a horn is sounded and the battle begins. You may all roll initiative.
Let's go.
For the last time in the arena of the bull.
Right. Hold on. Does the game have to be unpaused?
Yeah, I think it does. Where is
There we go.
initiative, folks?
Yeah, I roll initiative, so
yeah, we
you
roll.
don't need to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
And wait, I
Oh.
think Bruce initiative
Yay,
is a
Bruce
bit
going.
weird.
Bruce going first.
How did he get 16 initiative?
Doesn't it just go in the same as Martin? Don't they just have the same initiative?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Martin
Uh,
has 16, right?
It must be alphabetically as well, maybe. That's why it's at the top.
Yeah, probably. You can
Yeah, Martin's got an initiative of 16, so it's Brew and Martin first.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try and fire at one of them. Who's the close? Are the ants like attacking us,
Oh.
or are they just like
Yeah, they're
random?
caged.
They're stuck in wicker cages at the moment.
Can we see zones, please?
Oh yeah, the zones. I see them, but you don't see them yet. So there we go. These are the zones.
Okay. I don't trust these ant things being in little cages. Seems a bit dodgy.
I don't trust it either, mate.
But I mean, maybe they're the things to help us. Yeah, I'm gonna send Brew, I guess, into
Okay.
the next zone. I'm gonna do what I did last time and try and get on top of this pile and shoot people because that
Yeah.
seemed to go pretty well.
But for the pile, you need an athletics check.
Alright.
Does the dog need to do the athletics check? Do dogs have them? Oh no.
Mm.
Athletics.
Yeah, but then she would need to sprint, right, to get up there.
Yeah.
Which she can do if she doesn't do anything else, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be in the same place, so.
The dog would need to do an athletics check, but it would be easier.
I don't have that. I've got body and mind.
Yeah,
Be a
it's gonna
body
be a
check.
body test. Yeah, body,
Okay.
body and other.
How do I roll for that?
Click on the other, I think.
Yeah, that's a good
Wait.
question.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think-
sure how I roll for the dog stuff. I know how to roll for the
Yeah.
attacks, but not the.
You got the
skills.
sniffing. You got the sniffing attack, which is tied to your body, and I'll just name it other. Wait, I deleted it now. One moment.
It's okay. I can do the sniffing one. Yeah, I can see sniffing. Do you want me to roll that instead?
I'm just gonna
It's got a helmet on. Come on.
renew Boo.
No, it's cool.
All right, so I'm gonna rename sniffing to other action.
Okay.
All right, you can do that.
Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
Brew tries to get up on the garbage heap, and she completely falls down
Oh.
over one of the slippery pieces of garbage, and that's immediately the end of her turn.
Fair enough.
Without
She
complication.
tried.
She has little legs.
Yeah.
Next, it's up to, well, I'm gonna let you finish first, Martin, and then it's Oliver's turn.
Okay. I will move to the other zone. This one's mine, right? I guess more. I want a bit of cover. If I go here, can I attack them? One of them with my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're only one zone
It's
away.
just-
Okay. Okay, I'll do that. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be one zone.
And yeah, because the grenade I need to throw, and my throwing skill's not very good.
It's not
I
throw.
believe it's an
Use,
explosive.
use perception explosives.
Perception explosive, difficult to do standard.
Oh.
Thrown is for like spears and tomahawks.
So this is what? Sorry, perception.
Perception explosives. And you need
Ooh,
and if you-
have I got-
so with a grenade, if you need 2 successes to hit the target, but
Uh-huh.
if you don't get 2 successes, they still get half damage. Everybody in the zone still takes half damage. If you don't get successes, they get full damage with successes, half damage without.
Because I might do that because I want to try and see so I can lower the HP a bit straight away. So I guess
great.
yeah. Can I do the explosive because my perception's okay. It's just my explosives. So can I throw it from where I am here? Is
Yeah.
that, like
that's-
the distance is.
It's just a difficulty 2, I believe.
Okay.
Well,
see.
what's the
Range,
range? What's the range? Range is medium,
Medium.
so there's no increased difficulty. Yeah, you're.
So it's just
difficulty
difficulty
is
2
2.
as an explosive.
Okay, let's.
But even
see
if you
it
fail, they
works.
still take half damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, so I want to do it to the 2.
Yeah,
you
this
know,
zone.
above. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I got 1 success, and you said did I need 2?
You need 2 for full
Okay.
damage.
So they take half
Oh.
damage.
Hmm
So,
Unless you reroll.
Can I use a luck point?
Certainly.
Yeah,
Come
I'll do that.
on.
So that's
Oh, and I
one
have to
plus
select.
Unlucky.
Uh-huh.
So no, it's gone to 18. Well, they still do half damage, right? So I'm happy with that.
Alright, so half damage, you may roll your damage die.
Now, do you roll
Okay.
half dice, or do you take half the result from full dice? I think you roll half dice.
Yeah, half dice. Let's take half dice.
Okay.
Because if it's a 7, it would be hard to divide it.
Yeah, it's 6. It says on the thing, but I don't think I can change it. So I guess can you take half of them? Because it just says 6 dice.
What you could do is just roll it and only count the first 3 dice.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
if you
do
press
that.
the dice,
Oh,
you can
oh.
change the number.
Oh yeah, it's come up when I. Yeah, I'll do that. So.
3 damage.
Okay, so 3 damage. And you can roll their body part.
And am I right in thinking that there was no effect, so he doesn't get blast?
Yeah.
So you only hit one
Wait,
of them.
there's an... It is an effect, so it hits all of them.
Blast is not an effect.
What do you mean?
And I'm saying he's got no effects, and blast is an effect, isn't it?
Yeah, but the item has blast for an effect. For some reason, it just doesn't appear in the messages.
Yeah, but he's not rolled any. He's rolled 0 effects.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, you mean like that? Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's only hitting one guy and not both of them.
Okay. Which
How
one do you want to hit?
The one that's slightly closer to me. And how do I roll the the dice manually? Because I can't
wait.
find it.
Let me just check because usually it says that for you. Let me just try something. Yeah, okay, it's the torso.
Torso.
Alright,
Sweet.
so the torso 3 damage.
No, look, weapon qualities blast. So
Qualities
it's not an
blast, yeah.
effect, it's a quality. It does hit both
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, so
Hey.
each of them takes 3 damage to the torso.
Nice.
And now it's
Nice.
up to for some reason I can't move. Yeah, okay. It's up to Oliver's character. I forgot the name for a moment. Samson.
So I'm going to move here. Is this cover if I go behind that?
No, it's like spikes and a barricade.
Is
next
that
to the wall,
cover?
so that's cover. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go behind that. And let me just check something on my sheet. So my shotgun, what's the range on it? How do I see that?
If you press the edit button, you should be able to see your range.
Range is close. Okay, so I would have
So you would
increased
roll that
difficulty.
with an increased difficulty. Yeah.
Right, okay, so I would like to buy 6 action points
All right.
and roll 5 dice. And I'm shooting at this guy.
Which one are you shooting at?
This is the one that, the closer one.
This one, the one
Yep.
with the Molotov.
Yep.
Okay. Go right ahead. Ooh.
Oof.
You
4
generate 2 action
successes
points for
and
the
a
party.
complication. I will re-roll the complication.
Sounds great.
So still 4
Okay.
successes. So I've got 1. I'm down 1 luck. So, but I generate 2 action points.
Yep, exactly.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to do. So I will roll the damage on that. 2 seconds.
Ooh.
There's no fire rate on a double barrel shotgun, is there?
No, there isn't.
Okay, so that's 2 with what? That's 3 with 1 vicious, so that's 4 with spread.
Yeah, so it spreads to another body part. And you hit the right arm.
Okay.
Alright, so
So
that's
do you want a
4
d20
damage.
for a random body part?
No, oh yeah, go ahead, roll.
Just
Just
for
press
the
the double barrel
spread?
shotgun again with one. If you press the double barrel shotgun again, it will reassign another body part, I believe.
I'll just re-roll the. What do I?
Yeah.
So right, what am I clicking? Sorry.
So if you in your character sheet you press the name of the double barrel
Yep.
shotgun, and just do 1d20, and you'll automatically get a body part.
Ah, okay. Right leg.
Right leg. No, there's the torso this time.
Oh right, torso. Yeah, it's there. The
Yeah.
8. Sorry, I was looking at the 18.
Okay. That's great.
So he takes all that damage to both body
He
parts.
takes- yeah.
Okay, now I am going to spend the 2 action points and take another shot at him.
Okay.
But I've got action, boys, so the difficulty doesn't increase. So the difficulty here is 2,
Awesome.
and I'm going to buy 1 action point so I can roll 3 dice.
Ooh.
3 successes and a complication. I'm going to spend the luck to reroll the complication.
Sounds great.
So 3 successes, so we gain an action point,
You gain an action point again.
and I'm going to roll the damage.
Perfect.
And Overseer, this is the group that won last year.
So that's
This is the group that won last year, exactly.
Okay.
So they're
That's-
the victors.
3 damage with spread.
Okay.
So you want
Three
another
damage.
body part, don't you?
Yeah, one more.
Oh, it's not letting me roll again because I've not got enough ammo. So that second roll that I used counted as a...
It's wasted. I'll.
Yeah, waste of thing. It's alright, because if I put my thing up to 2 and then use it again, that'll put it
Yeah,
down to
let's
1.
do that. You can do it manually.
There
I
you
don't
go.
have to do it. Okay,
Right leg.
Right arm.
Oh no, right arm. Yeah, right arm.
That's someone's. Okay, so it takes 1 more damage. Perfect. And I suppose that's your turn.
Yes, that's my turn.
He isn't looking too well after those 2 shots. Let's just say that. And now it's up to
And I've got 1
Stonewalker.
shell left.
the super mutant, and he charges up the garbage heap, but he's going
Alright.
to do an athletics check first, and I'm going to spend 3 action points. No, not add 3 action points, remove 3 action points to buy 2 additional d20s for that. Oh, yeah. I restore 2 action points, and he's up on the garbage heap. And he grabs his bow and arrow, and he pulls the bow and shoots straight at well, it seems that Samson's the biggest threat at the moment, so straight at Samson.
You guys want to aim
Oh,
for the
did
ant?
he go and get more arrows? Did he?
How do you mean more arrows?
Because I stole his arrows.
Oh yeah, you did 2 sessions ago. Yeah, he's got more of those. Don't worry about it. He's got more of those.
I love it if he's about to fire and he's like, what?
Huh?
Like, I didn't.
I mean,
Empty.
immediately like,
He just pulls out
Oh.
nothing. It's like,
Your defense is a 2, right?
My defense is 2, yeah.
This is a major character, so he can use luck points. He's gonna use 1 luck point to re-roll. And he
Ow.
hits.
Okay.
4 damage. and one effect, which means you are hit by the poisoned arrow.
Well,
So
well,
next turn,
pick a body part because I've got 4 physical resistance on all but head.
you've got 4 physical resistance on your torso. Your torso is the one I hit.
Yep, I've got 4 physical resistance on my torso.
Okay,
Suck
so
it.
the arrow just gets into your body, into your
Bounces
armor,
off
and
the
doesn't do
armor.
anything. Okay, and you aren't poisoned then in that case, I believe. No, you aren't.
Yeah, I didn't get through my armor.
Okay.
Didn't do any damage.
I'm gonna use 2 more action points to let him attack again.
Mm.
And this time he's aiming at Delilah.
It's alright,
Come on,
NPCs
man.
don't have action, boy.
Don't they? Oh no. Then I'm not sure, but let's forget it then. So that's his turn.
No, he can take another action, yeah, but I'm just saying he's not got
Oh,
action,
okay,
boy,
okay,
so the
okay.
difficulty doesn't decrease.
Yeah. No, it
So
doesn't. So
his
it's
difficulty will
2.
increase. He doesn't have the
Yeah,
ability
it's
to
difficulty 2.
decrease it.
And I'm once again gonna spend 3 action points to give him 2 additional d20s
See, he's down to 13 already, guys.
to attack
He
Delilah.
might
Oh.
kill us.
I'm
Delilah
about to
also
buy-
has a defense rating of 2.
I'm gonna reroll 2 dice for that success. So 1 luck he's got left. And he completely misses.
Yes.
That's his turn.
Excellent.
Now, it's up to Hound Dog. And he moves over to the ants cage and starts cutting away at it on his side. And he's gonna do an unarmed. Oh, he completely misses.
Haha.
He can't get it open. That's his turn. And then it's up to Cinderblock, the guy who just attacked.
You got a complication. Are
furiously.
we getting an action point for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an action point because I can't invent
Yes.
anything that goes wrong. This guy, the next one, he throws his Molotov over at you guys. He's gonna use a luck point for that.
Because
Gonna
I set my bomb grenade at him,
And
would
he
that
still
not make
missed.
his bomb explode? But would he have not made his bomb explode in his hand?
Unfortunately,
In
it
the
doesn't
end.
say that anywhere
Unfortunately,
in
it
the rules.
doesn't work like that.
Ew.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I
reroll
mean,
again with another
mechanics.
luck point. Okay, and he hits. So, that's a Molotov for the
And
both
is
of you.
this on us? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just 1 persistent damage on your
Is that
Torso.
physical or energy with fire? It's
energy. It's energy.
Does
Um,
that,
I have
does that hit
got.
both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
I've got
one
4
energy on
energy
your
as well,
torso.
so that's no damage on me. What energy resistance have you got, Martin?
That's the little thunderbolt, right?
Yeah.
I've got 1 on everything apart from my head.
Yeah, you're fine then.
Okay.
Well, depending on
That's
what body
what,
part it hits.
Yeah, that's what I meant. If it hits my head, then
It's been a while. I can use my luck points to reroll damage, right? Up to 3.
Yes, 1 luck point can reroll 3 damage dice.
Let's do that because this is way too easy for you guys at the moment.
What?
So I'm gonna reroll. Oh,
What?
4 damage.
That's 4, but I've got 4 resistance on everything but my head.
Okay,
Delilah's
so you're
gonna
fine.
take 3 there.
Delilah's going to take 3.
Delilah's gonna take 3 damage, and she's on fire, so she will take 3 fire. She will need to roll 3 damage die as well next turn.
3 dice next round, yeah.
And the guy moves behind the dumpster here for cover. It's up to
Right.
Edna.
So how much damage did I take to take off? So 4?
3.
3 energy damage.
3 energy damage.
4
Oh,
minus
and I
your
had the two-
resistance.
Yeah, minus your resistance, so that's just 2 damage. And next turn you'll need to roll again for the fire.
No, it's 3. He's only got 1 resistance. So it's 3 damage.
Oh yeah, 3. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's okay. I had the 2 temporary ones, so I've only really
Yeah.
taken 1. It's not
Okay,
too
so you
bad.
only took 1.
You
Exactly.
need to get you some new armor. You need to mod your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I moved a zone. How do I put the flames out?
Mm,
With your flamer fuel.
yeah. You need to feed fuel to the flame, and the flame will respect you and end.
Fire.
Fighting
Can,
fire
I,
with
can, I
fire.
just, can I just start like putting earth on her?
Let's say you can do a medicine check for that
Medicine?
to end the fire. Because as a bot, you can probably do something like spray fire
There you
extinguisher.
go.
Okay,
Next roll,
extinguish.
buddy.
Okay. I don't
And-
usually. This isn't a thing you can do, but let's say you extinguish the fire because of this action.
Yeah, I'm using my main action to do that, and I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I'd say
position
that's
myself
reasonable.
between.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
I'm trying to stay between her and the mutant.
All right, great.
That's it for
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Anything else to do?
The ants are just skittering inside their cages. They can't get out. And then it's Remy's turn.
So what I'm gonna do, I am going to move over here.
Okay.
I take it. See that line there? That's like from here to here. That's one zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot this guy here. I don't know. I ping.
Just left click, hold left click, or shoot ping.
I'm gonna shoot this guy. Or should I shoot this guy?
You can choose.
Remember, we've got 2 action points.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but I've only got 1 bullet.
Yeah.
Well, if the ant gets out, it's just going to attack everything.
That is if they can't speak to animals.
It's true.
You're not a druid.
It's not a thing in this game, is it?
I was gonna say, is that a thing?
You can get the
There's a perk.
yeah,
There is a
animal-
perk.
animal
Yeah, there
You
is a
can speak
perk.
to insects, yeah.
Yeah, there is
This
a
guy's.
perk.
This guy. Well,
Right, this guy's trying to fucking open it, so I'll shoot him, and then I can't even. There's no point using action boy.
because you only have 1 bullet.
Yeah.
Why have you only got 1 bullet? Do you need any of our bullets, or have you got special bullets?
He's got an energy weapon, I think.
Yeah, any fusion cells?
Yeah, I do actually. I've got 20. That's what it says on my sheet.
You have 20
Give me
fusion cells.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've been holding out on me, cunt.
I
Let me
mean,
just- let me
they're
just
on my
check. I don't
sheet.
have any.
We
They're
really
on my
gotta
sheet.
go through our inventory.
Because I
together as
used
a
them.
group.
Because I was about the only person who could do anything in the last fight.
Yeah, I
true.
don't have any.
I have them on my
Definitely
sheet.
don't.
So,
Right,
if you're nice
well-
to me, maybe I could give you some.
Could we say in that fucking 2 hours beforehand, I went, fuck, I've only 1 bullet for this entire massive fight that we need to win. And you go, here, I have some of these useless fusion cell things. If you fucking give me a bargain. What do you want in return for this? Because I know you're a fucking greedy cunt.
Nudity. That's all Delilah wants. She just asked.
Right.
She asked to see your
I-
cock.
I-
and she's happy to give you the thing.
I agreed. Right.
Okay.
There you go.
We need to go back
So-
a few hours then.
It's literally a couple of seconds, and I ask for the fusion cells, and then I'm like, after this, I'll show you my knob in the showers, all right?
She approves. She just goes, yeah, brotherhood. It's true what they say about the brotherhood, and then she gives you the cells.
So you give all 20 fusion cells to Remy.
yes, you can have them.
Jeez.
I'll add
Well,
that
that
to his
changes
inventory.
things.
I changed it. I changed it already.
Okay,
I just
great.
put 20 in front of the one that I had.
Okay, great.
So I take it 1 hits.
Remember to spend bullets and do more damage.
1 hit should be enough because your weapon is it's close range, so you need 2 successes.
Oh, I need 2.
Because it's a close range
Oh,
weapon.
it's close quarters.
No, close quarters is a quality that means you don't get penalised when you're shooting point blank range.
Yeah.
Your range is close,
Aye, but
which
yeah,
means you've got a
but
-1 at
because
mission range.
because it's close quarters. I get a -1
No.
because it's
No,
still
no.
close.
No, if
Because
you,
your-
I know,
because your
but
range is close,
you only
get a
get
-1.
you only get close quarters on a close range weapon. Is
Mhm.
what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
so,
usually
like-
you do. Usually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It don't matter. Anyway, so fucking doesn't hit him. That's fucking pointless.
Oh wait, can you buy an AP?
Well,
Miss-
not
can you-
now.
And cross another zone.
Your luck was restored. So which means you got 4 luck.
I've got 3 because I spent 1.
True,
to
true.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'll spend another 1. I'll fucking reroll that fucking thing.
Unlucky.
Right, and then I'm gonna spend that 2 AP to. Is there any? No, actually, I'm not.
No.
Leave the AP where it is, right? And next turn,
Right.
I'll actually do something useful.
Okay, the moment you shoot at him, you missed, and he's like, "Don't feed me to the vultures, man." That's all he says. And now it's up to the final one, and that's the guy in the riot suit, and he rushes forward with his spiked baseball bat, and he goes for you. 1 success.
In the head.
In the head. 4 damage in the head. With his spiked baseball bat.
Ignoring two armor.
Yeah, ignoring 2 armor.
I had 2 armor on my head as well.
Ouch.
So that's 4 damage.
4 damage on your head.
Fuck.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all. Which reminds me, you're still level 1, so... level 2, you should have been level 3, so your max HP is 1 more.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just adjusted that to your character sheet.
Okay, perfect.
Then it's back to... well, let's start with the other one, with... I keep forgetting the name, Samson, now.
Okay. Samson is going to move into this one. And he's going to move past the cover, so he's not getting cover. And he's going to shoot.
Right.
With his last shotgun shell.
That's gonna be bloody.
2 successes, so we gain an action point, unless he's got
You get an
defense
action
too.
point.
Let's have some damage on that, shall we? Oops, wrong button. There's not a fire rate on it anyway, is there? Ooh.
Point blank in the chest.
8 damage
He
with spread.
dies. You absolutely tear open his chest, and it seems he knows the moment you stand before him that he's going to die. And the last words he utters are Ashwind before he dies.
Ashwin.
You guys gotta stop being
Ashwind.
Listen, we're not a smart group. You gotta stop being.
I know, what is with all these cryptic clues? We are not a smart group. We've
I just have a list of names over here now.
We've got a total intelligence of 4 between us.
Yeah, and the problem is, only Samson heard it, because he's like whispering it. So it probably means nothing to you at
Means
all.
absolutely bollocks to
Yeah.
me, like.
He's gonna forget it.
We have 3 action points,
Yep.
but I can't. I don't think there's much I could do here that would be advantageous to us.
Do you have a distance weapon?
I do, but it's a minor action to switch. What I'll do is I'll spend 1 action point,
Okay.
and I will switch weapons to my other gun.
All right. Sounds great.
Oh, wait. So that means, yeah, so I can do an extra minor and
You
an
can do
extra
an
major
extra
action,
minor
can't I?
action, yeah.
Right? So I spend 1 action point to switch weapons, and I'll spend 2 action points to take a shot. So I'm going to shoot at the super mutant, who's 1 zone away, so difficulty be 2, right?
Yep.
Do you know what? I'm going to spend a luck, and I'm going to re-roll 18.
Do it.
No!
I'm going to spend my last luck and re-roll it again.
Okay.
Can I give him my luck?
Still only got 1 success, though. Okay, so I didn't hit.
So you just wasted some ammo.
Yep.
All right. Then it's up to Martin. And Brew.
Gonna send. Yeah, Brew up
Get on, Brew.
the pile, and then
Up the
she's
mountain.
gonna attack. Let me see. Let me get her start sheet up.
So Brew
I've
needs
got
to
it.
do an Once again, an other action to get up there. Difficulty 1.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, she did it.
Perfect.
And
She's
then
up there.
She's gonna bite the guy. Oh, it's with one
In the right
success.
arm. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh, 4 damage.
4.
Yeah, that hits. Okay.
Brew whispers a cryptic clue to the bad guy in dog language. Yeah, but he doesn't understand. Yeah, I would imagine.
She
And-
whispers Rosebud.
Yeah, to mess with his head. Yeah.
She whispers
And
deep
then-
throat.
And then I will. I'm gonna attack with my pipe gun at the same guy. Okay. And that's 3 successes.
Okay.
Come
That's-
on. That's 2
Pipe
action
gun,
points.
That's a range of close, so you generate 1 action point.
Oh, 1.
Nice. And then the.
No, that was 3
damage.
successes. Doesn't it generate 2 action points?
Yeah, but it's a close range weapon, so
Ah, yeah.
difficulty 2 because it's in another zone.
Remember your fire rate on your gun. You can add more bullets.
To the pipe gun.
Yeah. What's a pipe
is
gun's fire rate?
of 2.
Means you can add an extra 2 bullets here.
2
I'll
extra
drop-
D6s in exchange for 2 more bullets.
Oh, okay. So I have to take 3 bullets off, right? And then
No,
I
Yeah.
can
no,
do-
no, no. You don't.
Oh.
You don't. The sheet will automatically do it when you add extra bullets.
Yeah, true. It does that. That's a
Oh.
good thing
Oh,
about
okay.
Foundry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll
There's
let
an
the
add
computer do it.
button. So I think you roll and then you just press the add. Or no?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think so.
I think.
So-
I'm not sure.
So for the number of dice rolled, what do I roll? So is it anything
You
extra
roll
for the
your-
bullets?
Standard 3d6s for the pipe gun, and then just
Okay.
add 2 more.
Yeah, so 5.
So 5. Okay. Oh yeah, it's taken the bullets.
Come
So it's taken
on.
2 bullets off.
5 damage. Yeah, because when you did the skill check, it automatically removes
It
the
takes
bullet.
the first
Oh,
one when you
okay.
take the
If,
shot.
even if you miss, you do
Ah.
waste a bullet.
Okay, cool. So is he still alive? After
He's
me and
still
Bree?
alive, but he has taken some damage.
Boo.
What body part
So-
did you hit?
The right arm. Okay.
That's, I guess,
That's his
and I
turn next.
will. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of happy where I'm at. I don't want to be too close. I want to have the cover of the thing. Yeah, that's me done.
Then it's up to the guy you just attacked, and he slides down from the garbage heap
No.
with his tomahawk. He's changing his weapon for an action point, and he's gonna try attack you with his tomahawk with a melee attack.
Is that gonna aim for me instead?
Nope,
The
he's
bigger.
going to attack
I'm
his
the
attack.
bigger.
So strength melee. Yep, there we go.
Haha.
He completely misses you, probably because he was a bit dizzy sliding down from the garbage heap.
Haha.
Because
Next up.
the dog spoke to him and put him off.
It's yeah, exactly, Rosebud. And I
Yeah.
was like, what does it mean? Next, it's up to Hound Dog, and Hound Dog aims his weapon in this direction, but instead of shooting at Remy, he shoots at his own comrades.
Oh, something dodgy going on here.
This must be the help. That they
This
were
is the
saying,
help,
right?
isn't it?
He's gonna
Yeah.
reroll 1 action. He generates an action point for me.
Oh.
Good that we didn't shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay, he does 4 damage on the guy's left leg, so that's 2. And the guy's like, Hound Dog, what the hell, man? And that's his turn. It's Cinderblock is dead, so it's up to Edna.
Let's go, Edna.
Bro, I'm trying to. I don't like how often you two get hit. All the
A lot.
freaking time, man. Jesus.
I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Well,
Can you
Spending
get
a lot-
shields? Can you get shields in this game, or is it just armor based? You
Armor.
can't like, get like a
Just armor.
shield. Okay.
Yeah, but I am thinking about homebrewing some items like a riot shield or
A
something.
riot shield would be a cool
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be good for
There we
yeah.
go.
I like that.
Awesome.
bastard. Don't hit my lady.
It'd make a great tank fighting with a riot shield and a one-handed weapon. Can you imagine
Yeah, exactly.
a riot shield and a nightstick or something? That'd be pretty cool.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
I'm
he
thinking of
swings at her.
homebrewing that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yep.
He swings at
Okay.
her, and I just instinctually swing out at him.
Okay, so you do 2 damage, including 1 piercing. So that's... Unless you want to reroll or add more damage die, because it's a melee attack. You can add. Oh no, that's before you roll, right?
I think I'm going to
Yeah,
take
that's
the
before you
science
roll.
perk so that I can give her some mods.
Reroll, you can use a luck point for that if you want.
Yeah, I'll use a lot.
Okay.
I'm just rebuilding one of the dice.
You can reroll up to
two,
3, so you would
up to
reroll
three.
Up
2
to 2?
blanks. Up to 3, but you don't want to. You would just reroll the blanks. in this
Okay,
case.
great.
There
So
you
you
go.
do 3 damage instead.
With 2 piercing.
Yep.
Come
Okay.
on.
Great.
Is there any way I can just push my way in between the 2 of them?
No, he's a pretty big guy, so you can't push
Yeah.
through.
Alright.
But you got his attention, probably.
Let's tell
Next.
Delilah. Delilah, get behind me!
Next is the ants, who would do absolutely nothing, and then it's Chris's turn.
Let's go, Remy.
Remy's turn.
Fuck the boy with the bat. He's getting shot in the face because your man there's obviously either a traitor for no reason or whatever. So that's one success.
Spend
Of a
bullets.
fire rate of 2, so I'm gonna add another dice.
Okay.
Excellent.
Um,
Come on. 7 with 1 piercing.
7 with 1 piercing, so it's 6 damage total.
It's real bad.
That's a crippled body part, Chris.
And he falls prone because you shoot through his leg with your laser weapon.
Yes.
Motherfucker! Do you want to do something else?
yeah, I wanna use my minor action to say, any last words, you fucking dirty animal.
Flashlight.
Alright.
Let's
I'm-
make up one more cryptic word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I just-
gonna.
He's still alive. You got him on the ground, but he's still alive, so... He looks at you and says, ain't the first time I fell down. Won't be the last. Will be yours, though.
But it's definitely the first time you've been shot in the face with 2 successes while you're lying on the ground. So how many action points is that?
You need to
Surely
actually
it's a
point to
difficult-
another attack.
I've got Action Boy, haven't I?
No, Action Boy just means it costs. It means your difficulty doesn't
Yeah.
increase when you take a second attack.
So if you give me 1 AP, you can do another attack and shoot him without
We have an AP.
any difficulty.
Oh,
because he's prone.
Yeah, do it.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought I just did it.
No.
No,
See-
here, I gave you that action point there.
Aye, so you buy an
Alright.
action point
Ah,
in order to spend 2, but then your difficulty was 0 there, so you actually gain 2 again. You
Yeah.
back up to 2 action points.
Exactly.
sorry, I jumped the gun there. It's been a while.
That's okay.
And then he gets shot with another 6
Yes, come
Sure.
on.
or 5 in his body, so he's now got internal bleeding along.
2
Well,
piercing.
unless he-
Depends on his armor. There's 2 piercing
Yeah.
on that though.
If
You
this
shoot
guy's
at him
not
again.
Dead,
And he's a very stubborn motherfucker. He's still alive, but barely.
I feel like to the audience, you're just shooting him out of spite at this point.
Yeah, but he's still alive.
He's a fucking narcissist, that's why.
It's not what narcissists do.
Intelligence 4, okay?
Yeah.
We've just learned the word narcissist. We've not learned what it means yet.
Nope.
Yeah,
you don't
Everyone's a narcissist at this point.
You don't have to know what a word means to use it, okay?
Exactly.
You only have to, yeah.
Wow, you're just running about going, oh, it's so narcissistic.
Mhm.
You're like a
and
fucking
everyone-
toddler who's just learned a new word.
Look at this
Yeah,
That's
toilet
your
seat.
action,
So
right, Remy?
narcissistic.
That's
Next
everything for me. Yeah.
Okay. He's
I'll
still
let him
alive,
do that.
and he needs a major action to get out of his prone position, so he's gonna do that. And I'm gonna spend 2 more action points for his final attack. Gonna take you with me.
I fucking knew this was gonna happen. Oh,
He hits your head again.
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's
And
4
he-
in the head.
Is in the
Hits
head?
you in the head with his spiked baseball bat again for 4 damage.
And then when it's the end of his turn, he rolls 2 damage dice for his internal bleeding.
Exactly. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do.
And he punches you in the balls.
He doesn't die and the bleeding stops.
No. Does the bleeding
And-
stop when you get 2 blanks, does it?
I believe so, yeah. If it's an effect, it carries on until the next turn.
Ah, okay.
And if it just damage, it stops, but you take the damage. That's how I read the rules.
I
at
thought that
least,
was
but if-
persistent.
Oh yeah, isn't bleeding persistent
it?
as well? Let me.
So no,
me
it's,
check real
it's
quick.
persistent that you have to get an effect for it
Yeah,
to
I
keep
think-
rolling.
I think, it's still bleeding. Yeah,
I
it's
think
still
with
bleeding.
internal wounds, you're bleeding until someone
Yep,
heals you.
Exactly, until the wound's healed. Thank you for correcting me. It's been a while since I've played Fallout with this summer break. Okay.
I still don't know any of the rules.
Sorry, I've GM'd
You're
about
doing
30
great.
sessions now. I've got no excuse but to know. I have to know the rules.
That's great, thank you. Okay, then it's back to Samson.
Let's go. Samson is going to come here. And he's going to go shoot at this super mutant.
Okay.
Where is it? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna spend 1 action point. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna spend any action points yet. Oh, I've got no luck, so I have to take that complication.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
Do-
weapon jams.
Okay, but
You will need to use a minor action to unjam it.
it jams after this shot, though. I
After
still
the
get this
shot,
shot
after the
off.
shot,
Yeah, yeah.
after the shot.
So I'm gonna roll damage, and I'm gonna spend my fire rate. What's the fire rate of a pipe gun?
2, I believe. Yep, it's a 2.
No effects. I don't have any effects on the gun, so that's 4 on his head.
4 on his head. He takes full damage.
And I'm going to spend the 2 action points to make another attack.
Okay, there we go. But your weapon is jammed, right?
Oh shit, so it is. So I haven't... Right, so I'm going to...
You can use a minor action. Give me an action point for another minor action, I believe, right?
Switch, because I was... yeah, to switch weapons, right? So you get an action point.
Yeah.
I switch weapons, and I'm going to try and hit him with... In fact, I don't need to switch weapons. I don't need to switch weapons.
You can just move and do a gun
I
bash.
can gun bash him.
Yeah.
0 successes, anyway.
But you miss him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's my turn.
All right, then it's
How
up
the
to.
fuck do you miss a super mutant?
I know. Target number
It's
6.
probably because of all the torture that happened.
I'm not
last
built for
night.
melee. I am not built for melee.
Then it's up
He's-
to Delilah and Brew.
he's too short.
Yeah,
Let's go, Delilah.
I'm going. Well, Brew's going to attack the guy that we're trying to kill because he doesn't
Okay.
seem to want to die.
Gave me a wee bit PTSD when I heard a woman's voice saying he's too short there, Birdie. Thanks for that.
Oh yeah, we're not allowed to say the S word on this channel anymore. There's been an issue.
Gonna help you work through it.
Yeah. Okay, let's get a. Right. Bite. 4. 0 successes. So no bite for Bro. And is this guy nearly dead? Does he look like?
He looks
Bloody
nearly
does-
dead. He looks nearly
Oh.
dead, yeah.
Oh.
They all do, apart from Hound Dog, who's been untouched for the moment.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just move a little bit away because I want to be able to shoot him at a distance. Because I guess otherwise, I can't shoot him in the face. I guess.
Get him, sis.
Right.
Oh,
Let's see. I got a complication. Now I'm going to use the log point to get rid of the complication.
Quite right. She's got no successes as well.
Yeah, so there's not. Nope, that's pretty much. That's me done. Yeah.
No. If you
Okay.
re-roll the complication though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You still have 2 luck points.
because it might be a success.
Yeah, you might get a hit. You might get a
Okay.
success.
Oh, I
There
did.
you
I
go.
got one
Hey,
success.
there we go.
Perfect. Roll your damage.
I hope I kill him because he deserves it.
What did he do?
He's
Apart from
definitely
that-
fighting for freedom.
Didn't he set me? Well, his friend set me on fire. Oh, I only get 1 damage. I don't even know if that'll penetrate.
Doesn't
his
pierce his
arm.
armor.
Yeah. Well,
He's still
well.
alive. And it's his turn. And he shifts his attention from you to Edna, and he tries to attack you with his tomahawk.
No, leave Edna alone, you motherfucker. Ha 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 ha. That's what you get for attacking Edna, you big green prick.
I am going to use my last luck point to reroll that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Ha.
it's 0. I guess.
Excellent.
You know what? I'm gonna spend 2 more action points and have him
That's what I
attack
thought you
again.
were gonna say.
And I'm gonna use 3 more action points to give him 2 additional d20s.
Oh, he's down to single figures, boys. He's down to single figures.
And I get 1 action point again for my attack. Edna, you take 4 damage on the torso, including 1 piercing. Physical.
All those dents we just banged out here are all back in you again.
Yeah.
'cause I'm not wearing any armor. I'm wearing
You are
standard
armor.
plates. Well, I'm wearing standard plates.
Yeah, we need to get your armor modded, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, still in factory settings.
What I've found from being quite experienced with playing Fallout now is if you don't mod your shit, you'll get left behind.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I rolled armor with dim glow last time I leveled.
Yeah, if you don't mod your shit, you'll get left behind.
It's too many
So-
mods.
Your damage has been added? Yeah, perfect. That's his turn done. It's up to Hound Dog, who walks over close to his companion. I'm gonna use 1 action point to make him switch his weapon to his lead pipe. He looks over at Remy and then he looks down at your companion. Guess we'll be feeding your corpse to the vultures, right? And he doesn't need a
Misses.
success because
So
he's
Oh,
awkward.
He's-
difficulty
he's-
0, he's prone, yeah. No,
Oh,
he's
no,
no,
he isn't
he's
prone.
no longer prone. He's not
No.
prone
Oh,
anymore.
he stood up.
gonna
he
use his
stood
luck
up.
Yeah,
points.
stood up.
He stood up.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna use his luck point again.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
This is the most awkward beatdown on this man ever.
I know,
And-
he's missing a
oh
guy
my
lying on the
God.
ground.
His lead pipe dents against the guy's right armor. And the guy looks at Hound Dog and is like, "You fucking traitor." And that's Hound Dog's turn. It's up to Birdie now.
This poor man over there. Oh my gosh.
Never mind
Alright,
him,
well-
just fucking cut this mutant's head off.
Well, we're still next to each other, so
Come
it's gonna
on.
go right back at him.
What a shame that lead pipe didn't have breaking.
At this
Yeah.
point, we're just trading blows. No effects.
Yeah. 3 damage. Would you like to reroll or is that all?
1 luck point lets me reroll 2.
3 maximum,
Up
but
to
you
3, but
already
yeah.
did 2 damage die,
So-
so
I'm gonna reroll the 2 blanks. No more luck. All gone.
Same here. Oh, there we
That's
go.
that does it. How do you want to end his life?
Despite it. No, he gets me clear in my torso.
Mm-hmm.
And this one stalk just looks down. And then the buzzsaw just comes up. And I was aiming for his chin to back him
Yeah.
away. And I just get him straight in the throat.
Okay, great.
Yes.
He dies, and the big hulk of a super mutant drops down on the ground.
I was gonna say, unfortunate.
Do you want to do something else with your turn?
I can move, right?
You can move, yeah.
You know what? I'm not, because this is too entertaining over here. I'm just gonna move over to the pigs.
Okay.
Stand back and watch.
That's just... Oh,
The
what's
ants
going on over
still
there?
haven't been released, so they're just quiet. And it's Chris's turn.
So for my turn, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off that's in front of me. Because if I don't, I might die. So I'm going to
Kill him, Chris. Kill him.
Kill him. Do it.
If you don't kill him now, we have to invite him into the party. That's
Can
just
I-
the rule.
Can
By the way-
I buy an action point now for
Sure.
an extra dice for this roll?
Sure. There
Okay.
you go.
There we go.
That's all you needed.
It's alright. I was hoping for more so then I could use them in the second run.
Yeah, you hit him in the head though.
And then
Oh, you did.
I'm gonna up my fire rate to a 6 and
3 piercing. 5 with
You
3
piercing.
piercing.
Shoot him straight to the head, leaving only a burning hole in his skull as he drops down on the ground. By the way, Edna, the guy was wearing riot armor from the vault which your family is originally from.
The mutant?
No,
this guy over here,
security
Vault
guard,
58,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vault 58. He drops dead on the ground, and the crowd cheers. And Hound Dog looks at you, lowering his weapon. So the Vulture sent you, right? While the people in the crowds are yelling, "Kill, kill, kill, kill." What do you guys do?
Can I sneak him a beard and make it look like he was one of our teammates?
well, I'm gonna cough up blood and end my turn, so it goes to you guys. So then I don't need to because there's no action points.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna-
Officially,
buying
combat
any.
has ended because this guy shows
Okay.
no intention of wanting to
Oh,
fight you.
I was
This-
I was about to go over and
I'd,
kill him. I don't know
yeah.
he's on our side. I was
But
just
Yeah, I was
about
about
to
to
go
hear
kill
say.
him.
This
hear
guy
it,
is
you know.
known.
I'd also like to remind everyone that they're not gonna let us out of here if any of the team members are alive.
Exactly. I'm about to kill this guy.
But if he,
Okay,
if
then
he,
it's
who is he aligned with though? Like the guards that are gonna come in and check, are they gonna know him?
they are going to know him. He's been part of the official gladiator team for a year, so it's
So
the turn of Samson. So it's Samson's turn.
And I'll add 2 dice.
Oh, that's disappointing.
What a shitty roll.
he just like, did the Vulture send you? And then you just come around the corner, and just fucking.
Winged
So
him.
you shoot at his armor, and the bullet dents off, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? The Frumentari told me you guys are working with me."
Do you not have do you have any luck to reroll for those? No.
No. I'm spending all my luck, mate. I only have 4 to start with. But the thing is, they're gonna know that you're cheating if we don't fucking kill you, you clown. You need to roll over and die.
No, I think they're just gonna lie. I think the guards are just gonna lie and say he's dead. But we can just kill him if they don't accept.
Yeah, like when I shot him and that bullet pinged off his armor, he should be smart here and go, oh, and pretend to die.
Yeah.
Do you say that to him, or you are discussing that, right? Or
Yeah, I'm like, die, mate, fall over.
he drops down on the ground.
The most dramatic of deaths.
I take his gun and
You take his gun. All right, you get a pipe revolver. I'm gonna add it to your inventory.
and his ammo.
I was about
And
to
your
say
ammo.
his ammo.
I will put all the loot of this encounter in the chat, by the way.
Okay,
after
but
today's session.
I'm instantly stripping his gun and
And-
his ammo and any chems.
The crowd goes wild as you kill the last participant, and they announce
Takes the
the
trousers off and he plays with them for a wee bit. He's a fucking savage.
Put it in
Oh,
funny
wait, we
poses.
won? Okay, hold on. I have to go up to the top of the trash heap and start announcing today's menu at the ladies' stall.
Oh, the ladies stand, yeah.
Yeah, once again, call out the macros in her most popular dish.
Awesome. So, as you announce that, the crowd goes wild, cheering, and the announcer calls out, "The bearded ladies have won this year's gladiatorial battles. They will be honored to visit the palace of the proprietor this weekend." And the crowd continues to go wild, and doors to the locker room open.
I will
Can we
strip
not
it.
like? Yeah, can we not like strip all the bod?
I'll be stripping them all of all their valuables, yeah.
You'll strip of them. You were promised that, so you will be given all those
Oh,
items, and I'll put them
okay.
in the chat after today's session, so you guys have access to their inventories and you can divide it. You are brought back. You are led back into the locker room. The legionaries clap and they are applauding you, as you obviously have become the victors of the arena. And one of them approaches you and he says, I know you have been given a room inside the Salt Blood Hotel. You have been given an upgrade, courtesy of the Vulture.
Wait,
I guess we're not gonna look for his daughter anymore.
yeah, I was gonna. Did we not find his daughter?
Is it an
No.
upgraded room in the same place? A
Yeah,
better
an
room?
upgraded room inside hotel, yeah.
Aye, so we're still going to go and help. We're still going to try and find that guy's daughter.
Okay.
But I assume we're going to end today's session with that.
Excellent.
So you guys know you have an upgraded room from now on in the hotel.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. We're the champions of the arena.
Yep, the bearded ladies have become the champions of the arena.
Amazing.
Ask about that. Can we ask about the ants now? What were the ants about? Were we supposed to let the ants out?
Yeah,
Were we-
basically, if you attack one of those cages, you can use the ants in the arena. So if you were to take a shot at the ant across you, then it would be free, and then it would attack your opponents. And that's why the guy wanted to open the cage.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
more detail. As you leave the arena, the guards start putting their spears down into the corpses to make sure they're dead. So
Aha, so that guy gets
I-
killed.
I'm keeping one
Oh.
eye back to see if they pause on him.
they don't
Oh.
pause on him. They just
Oh,
stab it down on the guy.
The poor guy.
What a way to end the session with the cold-blooded murder of the traitor. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hmm?
Love
All right, that's today's session.
it. Fantastic. Thank you very much, David.
Awesome. And after after this session, we're finally out of the arena. We shouldn't be there again because we've been in the arena for 3 sessions.
Nice.
I have other battle maps than the arena.
I'll round off my little video and then Chris can do his thing. So thank you very
Sounds
much,
great.
David, for the session. Thank you,
No
viewers, for watching. We are back. It's Shadow of the Bull. It's back. Chris, Birdie, and Martin, thank you very much. It's been great to get back to this one. I'm looking forward to the next session in 2 weeks. So yes, viewers, thank you very much for watching. This was
Thank you
session
very
4. Shadow of the Bull will be back in 2 weeks for session 5. Thanks everybody on Chris's Twitch. We appreciate you. I'm RxOliver. This is the gang. Good night.
Bye.
Night.